Homeschooling children, they just eat all of the time. They just eat all the time, guys. Hello, good morning, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are watching this. Today we're going to learn how to homeschool. Yeah, big topic there. We're going to learn how to homeschool, so you can call this Homeschooling 101 or Homeschooling for Beginners, but that's what we're going to cover for today. All right, so step number one is to find some children, preferably yours, and the wilder the better.
Can I go for a hike?
There's one child. Hi. I see you. Are you going to go and get your sister?
And sometimes I go to the recycling and find like little tins like this.
Those are good baking trays, aren't they? Oh, I think you have a friend coming.
Oh, hi, Lily.
Where's Owen at?
Owen's right here.
In the Jeep?
Yeah, he's in the Jeep giving. This is his new car that the dinosaurs got him because he's the only one. He's the only human friend the dinosaurs have.
So, find those children and gather them up. Round them up however you can. In my group of people, in my homeschool family group, whatever you want to call it, we sometimes meet up as a co-op and teach other children different things. Certain families are just better at certain things, right? So I might teach the mending or the sewing kind of tutorials to these children, and in turn the other parents teach my children about things like taxidermy. They are fascinated by it, and I don't think that they're going to pursue it any farther than a slight fascination, but that's just a really big spectrum of, I have the sewing skills and they've got the taxidermy skills. So yes, I would like another mother or father, whoever it may be, to teach my children how to do these things, because I'm not gonna learn that. That's not in my wheelhouse. So it's important that you gather your people, your tribe, your group, however you want to call it, and share your knowledge. The next topic, the next step in how you homeschool, is you need to have a strong desire to spend time with your children. It takes a discipline of sorts to homeschool, and it's the same as if you are a runner. You're going to go out every day or two or whatever, and you're going to train, and you're going to run that distance that you have set in your mind. You're going to try to achieve it, and that is your discipline. It's also the same as if you are a homesteader. You have to have a discipline to get up at a certain hour, to feed animals, or to weed a million weeds. You need to have a discipline as a homesteader or as a runner, and it's the same thing as if you want to homeschool. You need to have a certain discipline. Right now, for us, Monday to Thursday is school. Like, that's it. We do have other things, don't get me wrong. There's, youth group, musical theater, skating. There's other things that happen. But during our Monday to Thursday, we will be schooling. And that may look different on different days. Maybe we'll have a math heavy day or a science heavy day, but it will look different every single day. And that's okay, because Monday to Thursday are school time, and we have to be disciplined enough to consistently maintain the Monday to Thursday. Step number 3, we need to have a dedicated learning area. I have a little one joining me here. We need to have a dedicated learning area. So what can that look like? It's up to you. You may have a big house and you'll have an extra room. Perfect. There you go. There, you can have an entire school room. that is I think every homeschooling mom's parents' dream, is to have an entire room. It keeps the mess down and it keeps everything fairly organized. It's awesome. I've had this before. It worked out super, super well. Now, when we moved, now we have a family room, and our family room is large enough. It isn't like an L shape, and so part of that L is our school area, and the other part is the rec room, family room, however you want to call that. So we do have that in our house, and it works out super well for us. But I've also seen a friend of mine has 4 homeschool children, and she schools in her kitchen, in her dining room, and it works perfectly. She's in there, well, because homeschooling children, they just eat all of the time. They just eat all the time, guys. It all depends on how your child learns the best. So I have one child that will snuggle up on the couch and read to me. Don't ask her to read sitting at a desk, because it's just not gonna work. She's the one that wants to sit at the couch. So that just works for us, and I am totally fine with it. So it will be this one here, the snuggler. Yeah, so you need to find your own routine and your own rules, and don't be afraid to break them. I never wanted to have them sitting on the couch reading. I figured if you're gonna read and you're gonna learn, you need to sit at a table. And that idea left my head, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. Because every child is different and every child learns differently. Certain things, yes, you do need to sit at a table, and that's things like writing and things where you actually have to have a solid surface in front of you. Those things, yes, you do need to have a table. But other than that, why can't you sit at a couch? Why can't you make a nest out of pillows and blankies and learn sitting on your living room floor? Why can't you do that? You kind of have to challenge yourself. You don't always need to be sitting at a desk to learn everything. That's very rigid. Okay, I believe we're on tip number 4 now. We need to answer questions. There's a million questions a day. Look, to be specific, you must answer 1,594,637 questions a day per child. Yeah, that's what it is. They'll ask you every single solitary question about anything, all the time, and you must answer it. That's your job as a homeschool parent. You must answer it. They're curious. You want to feed that. You want to give in to that. You want them to question. You want them to figure out things their own way. You want them to make connections in their brain, and they need to do that in their own way, which means they need to question every single thing that you're going to assign or ask or give as a task, or however you want to call this. You're going to need to answer all of these questions. What are you doing? Ride your raft outside.
Yeah.
Is there a little bit of water out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Outside, but you have to be warm, remember? All the buttons are done up? Okay. Okay, goodbye. You also have to be really good at interruptions. Okay guys, we're getting through this. We are on number 5 here. Gotta reference my little sheet here. Let's see, we have to lower our expectations, okay? This one's a little bit tricky here, but lower your expectations and lower them a little bit more. So, best. Right, so I expected to get through a 5-minute video without interruptions. No, I've had about 18. So, excuse me for a second. Okay, so I had expected to get through this filming really quickly, and it has not really happened because I've been interrupted a million times. This is kind of what I'm talking about. Lower your expectations in a few different areas. Number 1 would be planning out your day and then maybe removing a few items. what should I get done today? What could I get done today? And what is going to be done today? I think those are the few questions that you need to kind of ask yourself. So I should get all the things done. Okay? What can get done today? What could get done today? Well, probably 4 out of the 5 things are going to get done today. Am I going to be mad about that? Nope. Am I going to just tack it on to the next day? Yep. That's how it goes. Don't be frustrated if you plan out 5 things, only 4 get done, and you need to carry 1 over. Don't be frustrated if you plan out 2 things and only 1 thing gets done and you need to carry it over. It's just how it is. Homeschooling is not only about lessons that you learn in a book. It's also how you as a family unit, you as a parent, navigate life. So if I'm not feeling well, they're going to see that. They're going to judge how I am reacting, and they're going to carry that moving forward in their life. It's completely fine to move things along as you need to. Now, having said this, this is where you need to prioritize the important things in your life. Okay, so if your child is behind on math, don't let that one slip. If your child is behind on reading, don't let that one slip. If your child is behind on filling their own cup emotionally and they're acting out in negative ways, don't let that slip, and go and give them a big snuggle and walk around with them, bake with them, garden with them, whatever your thing is, do it with them, because they need that right now. They don't need scolding or math or anything like that. They don't need that. So just move the next things along. It's not going to hurt anybody right now. There's a time and a place for that as they get a little bit older, to make sure that they are up to grade level or whatever you want to call that. But move things along. It's totally fine there. Let's see, age-related chores and matching the expectations. And I'll give you an example of this one too. So let's see here. Lily is 3. She tries to make her bed. Now, is her little blankie on her bed? Yes. Is it flat? No. Do I care? No. Her bed's made. In her mind, her bed is made. And maybe she'll want it flattened and then she'll ask me, and that's okay. She would like it that way. Okay, let's next level up. Katie, 7. Is her bed made? Yes. Is her blankie on her bed? Yes. Is it flat? Yes. And is it perfect? No. Do I care? No. Is it made? Yes. So I've as the child ages up, my expectation for them is you must make your bed. That hasn't changed. That's still going to be the same. But Lily's bed is not going to be the same as Alex's bed or Faye's bed, right? Faye's will be pretty perfect. She's 19. It better be. And so this is you kind of have to lower your expectations a little bit, but still expect them to do something with their chores. So is it going to be perfect? No. Does it really matter? No. Another example is my cutlery drawer. Oh my goodness. My cutlery drawer. All right, we have big forks, little forks, big spoons, little spoons. We've got knives and sharp knives, right? There you go. That's what we've got in there. And an entire thing of plastics, because we're still using lots of plastic cutlery. And that's okay. And so is all of it clean? Yes. Is it away? Yes. Is it in the proper spot? Not always. Do I care? No. Why? Because I can stick my hand in the drawer, know that all of it is clean because it's gone through the dishwasher or it's been washed or whatever. Yeah. Anyways, it's away. It's in there. Is it kind of in the proper spot? Yes. Sort of. Sometimes. Big forks, little forks. Whatever. They're going to get mixed up. Does it matter? No. Because the 7-year-old is doing the job as best as she can. She is unloading the dishwasher. Yay. And she is putting away all of the cutlery. Is it in the exact right spot? No. Do I care? No. So that's what I mean. Lower your expectations. The jobs are still getting done. Are they perfect? No. But it doesn't matter. They will get there eventually. Okay, and rule number 6. I hate rules. Okay. Hint number 6. There we go. Hint. There we go. We call them hints. Number 6, get really good at over-explaining things. What does this look like? Wow. If you have an entire range of children, like I do, we have a 3-year-old to a 19-year-old. Okay, we've also got our brains forming at different rates, different age, gender, whatever you want to do. It's all over the place. You need to be really good at over-explaining things all of the time. I can't expect the 3-year-old to know how to clean the living room. I can expect the 19-year-old to know how to clean the living room. So what does that look like? Okay, well, the 3-year-old, okay, I need you to get all of your teddy bears out of the living room, please. Okay, we have to get them all out. We have to put them all away. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. The 19-year-old, I don't need to say that. I'll just say, hey, the living room needs a really good tidy or a really good clean or whatever the case may be. But at each level, you need to explain it just that little bit more. So the 3-year-old, I'm going to be explaining, okay, let's get all of our teddy bears out and put them all away. Let's pick up all of our blankets and put them all away. Let's pick up all of the throw pillows and put them all away. See where I'm going with this? So then we're going to just keep on going. Let's get all of the glasses out of the living room in case we have a drink there. And put it into the dishwasher or put it beside the sink. Is the 3-year-old going to be able to do this? No. No. Again, lower your expectations. She could do the teddy bears, sure. But then she'll lose interest or maybe she'll want to do the teddies and the blankets. Who knows? You know, that's a good day there. But you need to tailor your questioning and tailor your commands. There you go. There's a good word. Requests to the age of the child, right? So the 7-year-old, is she going to be able to clean the entire living room? No. 9-year-old, no, not really. 12-year-old, we're getting there. We're getting there. He should be able to do the vast majority of it all. Again, 13-year-old. So I'm not expecting the same kind of things out of each individual child, but I am expecting a willingness to help. And again, my expectations have been set based on the age of the child or previous knowledge of what they can do. So maybe your 5-year-old, super organized and likes everything lined up. Awesome, I had one of those ones. That was great. Oh my goodness, look at all these shoes. Those shoes were cleaned up all the time. Perfect. That was her little game. That's what she did. Awesome, right? So I didn't need to explain that because she was so good at doing this, okay? But for a different child, I might need to say, we need to find matchy shoes. We need to put the matchy shoes together in the closet. Can you find all the matchy shoes and put them away for me, please? It's very, you're explaining it again and again and again. So yeah, get really good at over-explaining things. Okay, so to recap this, let's see, we have find some children, preferably yours, right? Have a strong desire to spend time with your children. Yeah, you kind of gotta love these guys. They're always around, always around. And you're in charge of every part of their learning. You're in charge of it all. Have a dedicated learning area. Again, that looks different wherever you are, whatever your situation is. It could just purely be the kitchen table with an entire bucket of learning things underneath. That is okay. That's 100% okay. If this works for you, you do that. It has to work for you and your family to get the best result. But you know, because you are the parent and you're the one that wants to have discipline and a dedicated learning time and area and space for your child. Let's see, be prepared to answer 1,594,637 questions, because they will happen every single day, every child, every day, every child day, every child, every day, guys. All right, and then lower your expectations. Again, that was a tricky one, and it is not about always living in mess and having mess and chaos and everything like that. It's not about that. It's about lowering your expectations to meet where your child is at. There you go, and get really good at over-explaining things.
I have a question for you. Do you know one of my favorite
don't? You showed it to me over there. Okay. Anyways, so I would really love to know if you all have been homeschooling for a while. I want to know how many years you've been homeschooling for. That's what I want to know. 13 years. There you go. That's what I'm at. 13 years. It's a lot of years. Maybe 14. Anyways, I do good math, me. And so, anyways, I've been doing this for, let's just say, 12 plus years. Good. Okay. So I want to know how long you guys have been homeschooling for. I want to know if it's 5 plus years, 10 plus years, 15 plus years. I want to know these things. And I also want to know how many children you've homeschooled or are homeschooling. Because at this rate, I think I'm going to be well into my 50s before the youngest one has graduated. So I'm going to be doing this for a whole lot longer, and by the end of it, I feel like I will be at about 30 some years. So I'm here. I'm a veteran, that is for sure. So yeah, so I want to know that. So let me know in the comments below how long you've been homeschooling for. So anyways, have a good day, guys. Have a good homeschooling day. Don't worry, you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. Just try your hardest. Don't freak out. You got this.